I welcome you all to Amar Ghare Amar School program. Today I am going to take an English class of class 9. Our today's class will be based on the discussion of different questions on first paper and answering them. So what we will learn from today's class? Okay, so let's see, getting introduced with question pattern and at the same time learning how to answer them. Dear students, you just many times think that yes, I have confusion what the question, that how I should just answer this question and how to write the answer of this question. Many kinds of confusion you often face. Okay, so today this is the class for you, that all your confusion will be clear. So let's see. First, a sample question I have just made ready for you. This is the sample question of class 9 and subject English and paper first. And you will just get here one text from your textbook. Okay, and this textbook we have discussed earlier. And now you can just read this text. And if just reading once is not enough, then remember, you can just read for twice. And after reading, then just we can start answering the question. And we will see that what type of questions will be set from this just passage. Okay? So in question number 1, there will be choose the correct answer from the alternatives. There will be 7 questions and each question will bear 1. So first question in number A, the word shatter means in the text. So 4 options are there. To build up something, to destroy something, to erect something, and to complete something. So which one you think is the right answer? Well, it should be to destroy and to destroy something. And next, number B, Meherjan is now a, 4 options are there, a well-off woman, a city dweller, a destitute woman, a happy woman. Which one? Yes, it is number 3, a destitute woman. Destitute means very poor. So Meherjan is, we know from the passage that Meherjan is now a very poor woman. So a destitute woman will match with the answer. And in number C, she is the worst victim of, you see, earthquake, volcanic eruption, river erosion, tidal bore. Which one? Yes, you are correct. This will be number 3, river erosion, because the whole passage we have seen that the river erosion is the recurring problem, okay, for the people especially who are living near the banks of the rivers. So the correct answer will be river erosion. Meherjan's life was very happy before. 4 options: the tidal bore, the destruction of river Jamuna, the tsunami, cyclonic storm. Which one? Yes, you are right. It should be number 2, the destruction of river Jamuna. In number E, we find the question, the opposite word of greediness is, 4 options are there: desire, selfishness, unselfishness, then voracity. Which one? It should be unselfishness. And the word turmoil indicates agitation, reduction, constant erosion. Which one? Turmoil definitely indicates agitation. And last one, number G, cruel hunger is used as a phrase, clause, proverb, or wise saying. Which one? Obviously, it has been used here as a phrase. So number 1, phrase should be the right answer. And how to write the answers? Like this. You can see answer to the question number 1. Then you will underline. Okay? And then you will write the answers vertically, one after another. So this is the proper way of writing the answer of question number 1. Then let's go to question number 2. Answer the following questions. Each question now carries 2. So you have to remember that when you will just answer these questions, then you have to be very brief. The answer should be just 1 line within 1 line, sometimes maybe 2 lines, sometimes maybe 3 sentences. Okay, so I think that yes, this question doesn't demand more than 3 sentences, 3 sentences maximum. But sometimes also 1 sentence or 2 sentences will be enough. Then another thing you have to remember that you have to answer these questions, of course, to the point, because we often just get many irrelevant details. Actually, we don't need any type of irrelevant details from these questions. So you have to just be very much to the point, okay, while answering these questions. Another thing you must remember that you have to follow the correct tense of the question. You will see that in which tense the question has been given, and you will follow the same tense, and then you will get good marks. So the first question, let us see. Who are the worst sufferers of climate change? Okay, so let us first see the answer. Number A, people living near the banks of the big rivers or in the coastal areas in the countries like Bangladesh, Maldives, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, etc. are the worst sufferers of climate change. Very briefly, we have got the answer. In question number 2, you will find what do you think is the main cause of river erosion? So let us see the answer. I think climate change is the main cause of river erosion. Because of climate change, different kinds of natural disasters are happening, and river erosion is one of them. In this way, you will just give very precise answer. Now, in number C, what will happen if we cannot control river erosion? So how we will answer this question? If we cannot control river erosion, the number of homeless people will be increasing rapidly. Besides, we will lose agricultural lands, schools, colleges, and many other establishments to the rivers. In number D, the question is, what do you suggest to stop river erosion? So we will get the answer in this way. We can reduce the intensity of river erosion by controlling greenhouse effect in the atmosphere. Besides, we have to resist reckless deforestation and undertake massive campaign of reforestation. And finally, in question number E, we will get the question, what should we do to save people like Meherjan? Well, what we can do? So the answer is in this way. In question number E answer, we can save people like Meherjan by taking some pragmatic steps. Pragmatic means practical. First, we have to control river erosion. Second, we have to plant trees in large number throughout the country. And finally, the destitute women like Meherjan should be given sufficient assistance so that they can survive. So in this way, you will just give precise answer and of course to the point answer. Now, come to number 3. Read the following passage and fill in each gap with a suitable word based on the information of the text. And this text has been taken from Unit 5, Lesson 4. And we have discussed it earlier. And now you will just read the text for once or if needed for twice. You will read the text, and after reading the text, we will see that what kind of question has been set. Global warming is posing a great dash to the fish population. What do you think? What will be the suitable word in the gap? And the very word should of course match the next preposition to. Okay, you have to remember that the word which we will just use in the gap number A should be suitable to the preposition, next preposition to. So we can use the word global warming is posing a great threat to the fish population. Then it will be okay. It makes water temperature dash. Which one? It makes water temperature rise. So fishes cannot get enough food and oxygen for their survival. We can just choose the word survival. As a result, fish population is on the dash state. Yes, can you remember? Fish population is on the declining state. Global warming must be checked. Otherwise, there will be a lot of dash on the population. So we can just choose the word, otherwise there will be a lot of pressures on this population. And how to write the answers, okay? Just in this way. The answers in number A, B, C, D, E, and they will come just one after another vertically. And then we have to just read another text. Read the following text carefully and answer questions 4 and 5. So there is another text. Let us read the text. Great men were born in different places of this world, but their activities make them familiar and bring them closer to us. Dr. Muhammad Shahidullah was one of those who contributed a lot towards Bangla language and literature. Well, of course, I think that you know the name of this eminent personality of our country, Dr. Muhammad Shahidullah. He was the greatest scholar of Bengal. This great scholar was born on July 10, 1885 at 24 Parganas in West Bengal, India. He passed his entrance examination in 1904 and obtained his BA degree 6 years later. So he passed his entrance examination in 1904 and after that he obtained his BA degree 6 years later. It took him 2 years to complete his MA and another 2 years for his Bachelor of Law degree. He later joined the University of Dhaka in 1921 as a professor of Sanskrit and Bangla. He was awarded the doctorate degree from Sorbonne University, Paris in 1928. Bangla Sahityer Kotha, the first well-arranged history of Bangla literature, was composed by him that was published in 1953. This great scholar remained busy with his work till he became seriously ill in 1967 and was confined to bed for about 2.5 years. Dr. Shahidullah breathed his last on 13 July 1969 in Dhaka. Remember him with great respect and gratitude. Gratitude means gratefulness. So we are so much grateful and so much respectful at the same time to this great personality, Dr. Muhammad Shahidullah. And now we will just go to the question section. So first thing is born number 1, where? So can you remember that where Dr. Muhammad Shahidullah was born? Yes, you were right. He was born at 24 Parganas, West Bengal, India. We can remember. And then number 2 question, gave passed entrance examination in 1904. So who passed the entrance examination in 1904? Yes, of course, this is very easy question for us because it will be Dr. Muhammad Shahidullah. So we will just write Dr. Muhammad Shahidullah. And then Dr. Shahidullah joined 1921 where? So can you remember that where in 1921 Dr. Muhammad Shahidullah joined? Yes, he joined Dhaka University. He joined there in 1921 as a professor of Bangla and Sanskrit. So we will just write the information that Dhaka University. And then come to the next question. He dashed 1928 Sorbonne University, Paris. So from Sorbonne University, Paris in 1928, we know that he received a doctorate degree, right? So we will just write here, received doctorate degree. That will be enough. And last question, Bangla Sahityer Kotha was published when? Can you remember the exact year when this very book, Bangla Sahityer Kotha, was published? Yes, you were right. This is 1953. So we have got the answer, we have recollected them, and now how to write those answers. We will just see that answer to the question number 4 we will write, and then we will write the answer one after another vertically. Number 1, 24 Parganas, West Bengal, India. Number 2, Dr. Muhammad Shahidullah. Number 3, Dhaka University. Number 4, received the doctorate degree. Number 5, in 1953. Well, so after completing question number 4, now we have to just go to question number 5. First suggestion to write a summary is write your own sentences. You just develop a habit to write your own sentences. But for that, you have to read the passage, the given text again and again, so that the information is in your head, and then you can just summarize them. But what are some other tips of writing a summary? I will just tell you. First tip is you have to start your summary with a very beautiful introductory sentence. And introduction is needed. Well, so you will start with an introduction, and after that the summary will just deal with the short text, very short. The text which is given there, it should come in short form. Okay, you must avoid all the examples. You must avoid all the examples, and you must avoid any type of quotation. Okay, so remember, and at last you have to just conclude with a beautiful conclusion. Remember, a beautiful introduction, a beautiful conclusion just bring a lot of just a value. Okay, just add a lot of value, okay, to your summary. So here you will see a sample answer to the question number 5, and you will find a sample. Dr. Muhammad Shahidullah was a very renowned scholar of our country. Although he was born and bred in West Bengal, India, he has spent the most flourishing time of his life in Dhaka as a professor of Dhaka University. He wrote Bangla Sahityer Kotha, which earned him huge honor and fame. He passed away in 1969 after suffering from illness for a prolonged period. We still remember this great intellectual with much homage. So in this way, you will just write down a summary. Okay, don't forget to write your own sentences, and that sentences must be grammatically correct. And so, dear students, we can just make a review of today's class, what we have learned from today's class. We became familiar with the question pattern, and at the same time we learned how to answer them. Okay, so I will just now give you one homework, and that is write a paragraph on river erosion by answering the following questions. Number 1, what is river erosion? Where and when does it happen mostly? Why does it happen so frequently? Who are the worst sufferers of river erosion? How can we reduce its intensity? So from the text of Unit 5, Lesson 1, you will get the clues, lot of clues for writing this paragraph. Okay, and whenever your paragraph is ready, then just you keep it with you, and when your school will be open, then you submit it to your English teacher. And dear students, if you want to just watch this class again, then you can find it on the Facebook page of Amar Ghare Amar School and the YouTube channel of Amar Ghare Amar School. And if you have any opinions to give us, then you can just email us. So that's all for today, and stay home, stay safe. Thank you very much.